Hi everyone, it's Zohra, and today I'll be telling you some facts about me that you may not know about me. So, without any further ado, let's get started. Fact number 1. So, my name Zohra means blooming and blossom, and flowers as well. I really love that name, and it's really special to me. And so I'm really lucky to have that name. I would do nothing to change my name, or, yeah. I have no doubt about it. It's just so beautiful. I'm really lucky to have it and special in my own kind of way to have it. It just really suits and fits me in every kind of way. And my personality as well. And many people call me Zozo as a nickname. So I have that nickname. And speaking of which, my bands, so I call my bands Zozos. That's my band name for my bands. Zozos. Yep, I love it, and everyone else loves it too. And some of my closest friends call me Z, has my nickname too. I don't mind though, but I'd mostly prefer being called Zohra because I've been called Zohra all my life. So, but I don't mind being called Zozo or Z, or any other nickname that starts with the letter Z, or yeah, that is close to Zohra. Fact number 2. I'm hearing impaired. I did not really know that I was hearing impaired until like in the 8th grade, so like when I was like probably 13 or 14 years old. And it started to affect me in a negative way, like when I was younger and I first learned about it. Then, like as I got a little older, it did not affect me anymore. I am mildly deaf in my right ear, so I hear really well from my right ear. My right ear is my good ear. It's my really well #1 good, perfect ear. And my left ear is my severely to profoundly ear. Like I'm severely to profoundly deaf in that ear, so that's therefore my bad ear. Can I hear out of that ear? No way, no. And I wear hearing aids, so I used to have bad hearing aids in the past, but now I have like really special hearing aids, which have like a special FM sound system, which amplifies all of the larger sounds around me into my hearing aids. So that's really cool. I can hear everything like supersonic and loud now. Awesome. Even though I am very sensitive to loud sounds. That's great. I love it anyways. Fact number 3. So, I was born premature. My birthday is actually on March 26th. But like, I asked my mom about this recently. And every time, because I keep forgetting this, but like, she told me that I was supposed to be born like in April or in June. It didn't make sense when she told me that I was supposed to be born in June, because I was like, what? That's too far away from March. How's that even possible? But like, you know how like babies are supposed to be born like in 9 months throughout? So she said that I was born actually in 7 months. So I was born 2 months early than 9 months. I mean, it doesn't affect me. Yeah. Fact number 4. So, I've had many surgeries throughout my life. So, once I broke my nose when I was 10 years old at a field trip at Arabian Mountain, and so I broke my nose, fell on a rock, and so I had to get surgery for that to fix my bone. That was successful, so that was great. Then I had 2 ear surgeries, one when I was like 1 or 2 years old, and another one when I was like either 14 or 15, and the actual day that I got it on, it was in the summer, so it was on June 4, 2015, I think, yeah. No, sorry, June 4, 2013, my bad. Yeah, June 4, 2013. And I also got like 2 eye surgeries in both of my eyes when I was a baby. Yeah, pretty painful to have surgeries, isn't it? I do not like them because they scare me, give me anxiety, but oh well, had to go through them. Hope I don't have any more surgeries, or don't get to have any more in the near future, or in the future at all. But if I do, then that's okay. I'm brave enough to handle them. Fact number 5. So, what's really crazy is that, I know I'm short, but like many people, like when I told them my age, like right now I'm 18, so like when I told them that I'm 18, when I told them the actual year I was born on and my birthday, then they're like, no! No kidding, you're serious? Are you lying? And I'm like, no. Because like, that's just because I'm short, but I get that a lot. And I used to get this a lot, like, stereotypes. I don't know if they're actually called stereotypes, but I would be like, they would be like, oh wow, you look like you're 9 or 10. You look like you're in the like 5th or 3rd grade. I'm like, what? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm actually 18. I'm actually like in the 12th grade. I used to be like that when I was like growing up, but as I got a little older, people tell me now that I'm still young, like, oh, that I look like I'm like 11 or 12 years old, or I look like I'm like in like 6th grade. And I say, oh, thank you, that means a lot to me. Because like, as I got a little older, I've realized that people, like, they don't like to tell their actual age, because like they want to stay young forever, and they want to be young, and they'd rather like tell them the age that they feel young at. It's embarrassing, I get it, humiliating. So now I'm like, oh, thank you so much, it means a lot to me. I've always wanted to be young, and I know everyone does. But if I wanted to go back and start my life over again, and if I wanted to be another age, I would want to be 0 years old, honestly. I know it's weird because like I want to start my whole life again. Yeah. Back to number 6. So, my middle name is weird. I know many girls have like a girl middle name, but I have a boy middle name, and I'd rather not tell what it is because like I don't like it. Yeah. And it's actually named after my dad, so I don't like it at all even more. But just that I'd let you know. But if I do tell you the name, do not spread it out to the whole world, because I told a friend once, and she keeps calling me that nonstop, what she used to. Then she made up a really funny nickname called Hussy, H-A-S-I-E, and to like replace that name, so she doesn't call me that anymore, but I just ignore her. My actual middle name is Hassan, H-A-S-A-N. Yeah. Yeah, it's complicated. Anyways, back number 7. So, I have really bad high anxiety and stage fright. So like, I have like social anxiety to performance anxiety to test anxiety to public speaking anxiety. But like, it's funny because like many people tell me that when I go up like on stage to perform poetry or music, or like anything, or presenting in school or at any place, it's crazy because like many people say, oh, you did well, you did so well, and then I ask them, hey, was I nervous at all? Like, did I look nervous at all to you? They're like, no, not at all, you did not look nervous at all, trust me, you did wonderful, you are amazing. And they start telling me this, that, oh my god, that I'm like a huge, great public speaking person, and like I have good public speaking skills. That really means a lot to me, actually, when anybody tells me that, because like, not many very few people tell me that, and that actually means a lot to me. So thank you. And so, yeah, but like when I'm sitting on the chair and I'm waiting, anxiously, awfully waiting for my time to come up on stage to present or perform, I get like really anxious, that I tend to have like stomach ache and all that stuff, and many other symptoms. So, and then when I get up on stage, and then I'm like a little bit nervous the whole time when I'm presenting or performing, then I calm. And I'm like, I calm down, and I'm actually a little bit calmer when when I'm doing well, and I have self-confidence in myself, and I'm confident on stage, and people are like doing like little hand motions, like a thumbs up, or telling me like mouthing words telling me I'm doing a good job. Then I'm calming down, or I'm telling myself in my mind as I'm performing or presenting, calm down, I can do this, you can do this, Zohra, just calm down. Remember what people are telling you, that you have good public speaking skills. Remember your biggest dreams. So, yeah, I try to remember those positive thoughts in my mind, and it actually helps to calm me down. Therefore, I don't have stage fright anymore, or anxiety anymore. But then I have anxiety of everything, so like, I get scared of every little single thing, of certain people that scare me, of like, of course I've said performing already, and other things. This could take the whole day of telling you what I'm really afraid of. I'll tell you in another video. So yeah, back to number 8. So, I, like, on my left side, like, it's weird because like on my right side, it works. So I hear really well on my right side, I see really well from my right eye, and then I write really well with my right hand, so I'm right-handed. But like on my left side, I feel like it's like half like of my left side, or half of my body, like it's, I wouldn't say paralyzed, but it's like it doesn't work really well. It's not functioned really well, because like I can't see really well from my left eye, I cannot hear really well from my left ear, like I've said before. I'm not a good writer, writing with my left hand, can't walk really well with my left foot. yeah, can't hold many things or do many things with my left hand. Yeah. It's really crazy, but I don't know if this happens to many people, but if I'm not the only person, then that's great. So, back to number 9. So, I've been believed my whole life that this is the hardest part to tell, the hardest fact, because I've like kind of like hesitating, but I'll tell you anyways because I know you understand. So I've like been bullied a lot, and I'll tell you this also in another video, separate video when I do this soon. I'll let you know. But yeah, and it's like really crazy. It's like it started happening with like little kids like hitting me at like camps that I would go through and like punching me and like doing crazy things to me. To like when I got like to middle school, then like I had some friends who like avoided me and like ignored me throughout the whole time. And then throughout like a little bit in 9th grade, like I got this stupid letter in my locker saying that I'm clingy and like forced people to hang out. Yeah, sure, I know I'm clingy, and I'm working on like giving people space and stuff like that. That's good to be honest about that, but not like say something false about someone and put it like in a mean way, especially in a letter, or tell someone that in their face. I do not force people to hang out. That is not true. But that was one of the things that happened to me on September 20th, 2013. Worst day of my life, I can tell you. And yeah, and then I had a foster sister that like, when I was in foster care when I was 12 years old, I was like away from my mom for like 9 full months from my family too. And like I had this stupid foster sister. Like I was 12 that time and she was 14. I was in the 6th grade and she was in the 8th grade. And she would like literally like, she almost tried to choke me once and I was like, oh my god. Like she would always curse me out. It was like, I would like not even speak up. So I have many stories to tell you about my bullying story in another video, and I will tell you that soon. But yeah, I've been bullied my whole life, and I've never got the chance to speak up. And I'm still getting a little bit bullied now, but I'm trying hard to ignore it, to also speak up and stand up for myself, because I've never had the chance to speak up and stand up for myself when I was younger and getting bullied that time. So now is the time to do it, and I'll tell you why. So back to number 10. I write poetry, and I've been writing poetry for over 10 years. I've been like really anxious and depressed my whole life, and I never really found that tool or coping skill to help me cope with anxiety, a little bit of depression, or like other things that I go through and that I've been going through, and also that I have gone through in my life. And never really had anything to make me happy and calm me down. So until I love this quote from one of my favorite poets. She said, and I made it my own too, kind of, not to copy, but I didn't find poetry. Poetry found me. So that's true. Poetry found me, and I'm now in love with poetry, writing for the rest of my life. A good writing coping skill. Writing is the best way to cope with negative thoughts, especially deeper, intense, dark thoughts that you have in your mind, or in your heart, or in your soul, or in your body that you keep forever, and you can't tell a single soul, so you just decided to write it down on paper, give it to someone to read it, share it with them, or just keep it to yourself and read it to yourself whenever you're down to make you happy. So that's what I do, and I know many other poets do that too. So, yeah. Okay, here's some more facts. Okay, so I have big, huge, major dreams, and I'm gonna like name the top 3 dreams that I've always had and that I want to accomplish and fulfill in my life. Okay, so the first one is that since I'm a poet, I've always wanted to become a famous poet, and I still do. So that would be a huge dream come true in the best day of my life if I ever do become a famous poet. Because like if I do, then you can search me up on Google, and I've always wanted to be on Google with my name, Zohra Gilani, and then my pictures showing up on there on like Google Images, but also above my name. And then it would say under my name, poet, musician, pianist, but mostly a poet. Because they only put like one career that you like mostly focus in that area of on. So they would say poet, since I mostly focus on poetry. And then they would like have my bio info and like my YouTube channel, like the YouTube icon and other stuff, and SoundCloud, and every like social media or place, whatever that I'm on that you can find me on. So I love that. And then other people that like are under that area where you can like, where like other people search for them, that are like not really related to me, but like kind of like match me, I guess, or if that makes sense, or yeah, if that makes sense, you know what I mean. And then so my second dream would be to go on tour.